All right, guys, meal one we have here. You pan down to the food, you can see it. I have 350 grams of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and then for my carb source, I have this bowl of Gains from Flavor Gang. It's really good. It's like a cream of rice cereal. 60 grams of that in there with 120 grams roughly of banana. So I've been running with this. I either use just plain cream of rice, or they have a few different flavors that I kind of utilize sometimes, but this tastes absolutely excellent. So I've been running with this, doing either their crackberry, which is brand new, it's like a blueberry one. So sometimes I'll do like the blueberry with blueberries in here instead of the banana as the carb and fruit source. But I've been pretty much sticking with the egg whites and eggs because it's keeping me fuller, and when you're rebounding from a show, you get very, very hungry. So keeping yourself satiated is definitely what you want to do. All right, guys, so for meal two, it's not as exciting, but what is exciting is the fact that I'm able to get outside and eat. It's a beautiful day here in Pittsburgh. So I have 180 grams of 99.1. I'm sorry, actually, this is 96 4-ground turkey because there was no 99.1. It's hard to find that right now. And then I have about 100 grams of green beans, and then actually this ranch cauliflower. It's like from Bird's Eye or something. And I put some mutant sauce on here from Flavor Gang. Really, really good. I'm gonna eat this meal, and then I'm gonna take a few seconds to explain to you guys how I'm approaching this post-show rebound, because I think it could really help you understand how us bodybuilders approach it and what I'm personally doing for my own goals and my own trajectory in the sport. Well, that meal took all about 15 seconds to wolf down. I mean, it was literally just lean protein and veggie. And yes, it does suck to be eating that after a show is over with. But for my second meal of the day, I mean, even in my off season, I'm really only usually having, on my standard training days, I'm only really having usually fats, protein, and vegetables. So let me run you guys through the rebound phase here. So everybody attacks a rebound a little bit differently. And it's important to have your own goals with your own physique in mind. So for example, I struggle with getting that very, very good condition. Now, I placed 5th in my class at Universe this year, got top 5 my first national show, which I'm thrilled about. But for me to go from 5th to 1st or 2nd to get that pro card, it's gonna require me to be more conditioned. So what I'm going to do, my plan for this off season is I do not want to go above 265 pounds, 270 pounds, because that puts me about 15% weight-wise over my weight cap. I don't want to go above 15% over. Last year I got up to about 280, and I was kind of debating whether I was going to do open, or classic, and now as I've competed more and got in front of these judges more, I see my route is in classic, and that's what I love the most. Classic physique is what I love. So my goal for the rebound is to stay lean, train my body to stay lean. I do not want to exceed, like I said, that 265, 270 pound frame. So right now I'm about 251. I competed at 237. I went a little bit hard the 2 days after the show, and I kind of ate whatever I wanted for a little bit, and I put on a lot of water weights, probably some fat as well, and I'm kind of, working that off. So right now what I'm doing is I'm doing 40 minutes of cardio, fasted in the morning, 6 days a week, which is reduced from, I was doing 55 minutes fasted and then 35 minutes post-workout. So this is about roughly 45% of the cardio load I was doing before the show. And what'll happen over the coming weeks, and I can take you guys through this, is I will slowly reduce that cardio, but I'm still gonna keep it in all year round because I wanna keep leaner and tighter, as I said, and that'll allow me to eat more as well. So from the diet standpoint, what's really important is to slowly increase the calories, okay? Post-show, when you're rebounding, is an excellent time to grow, but it's also a time that if you overshoot that a little bit too much, you can put on a lot of fat because your body just wants to hold on to everything, right? So what I'm doing is I'm slowly increasing these calories, and at the end of the day, I'll post my total calorie consumption here, but it's gonna probably be around 2,500, 2,600, which is not much for somebody that's 250 pounds, right? I'm starving all day. And the thing is, when you're post-show, you're gonna be very, very hungry because your metabolism and how depleted you were is just going through the roof after the show's over. You start eating more, your body wants to get back to that healthier level of body fat, but you have to train it to slowly increase that body fat, right? It's inevitable we're gonna gain weight, we're gonna gain body fat, but the other thing is, doing this, your body's in such a prime position to grow. I dieted for 28 weeks and my body was just shot at the end, right? So giving it even a little bit more food is priming it to grow. So you could put on 4 to 10 pounds of muscle depending on how you approach this in a rebound naturally, right? Without any anabolics or anything like that. So it's very important to keep that in mind, and each person's going to be a little bit different. If you're of a skinnier guy that has trouble putting on size, it's probably a little bit more benefit to you to increase those calories pretty aggressively, up your carbs, up your fats, and really take advantage of that. For somebody like me who doesn't need to do that, it's most important to kind of teach my body to stay leaner, to set myself up for the off season. So that's kind of how I'm approaching it, and I'll check back in with you guys for meal 3. But so far, so good with the reverse. So I just came back inside and I was putting my dishes away and stuff, and I came across some grapes. Now, though I am reversing correctly in the right way and everything, you know, having a few grapes or something like that, I'm gonna allow myself to do, because after restricting yourself for so long, you need to be able to mentally approach these things and be healthy about it, okay? Some people can eat strict year round, unbelievably strict. I did that for the last year, and mentally, after 28 weeks of dieting, I need a little bit more flexibility. So I'm gonna show you guys in this video, I mean, this is like what I'm sticking to. However, I'm also allowing myself to snack on grapes or fruit or have a protein bar or something like that occasionally. Meal 3 is pre-workout meal, which is nice because I get to have some carbs now. So I have 160 grams of jasmine rice under there. And on top of that is some chicken, 200 grams of that. And I put the takeout sauce on top of this. This stuff's really good, guys. I'm serious when I say this. It's like an Asian kind of flavor to it, and it makes the meals taste super, super good. So I'm gonna throw this back, and then I'm actually training back and triceps. So I'll try to get some workout footage in this video for you guys too, but I'm gonna scarf this down and then show you the post-workout meal after.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
All right, workout's done, nasty pump, back, a little bit of triceps. I hit the sauna, that's why I'm sweating so much. But anyway, got 180 grams of ground turkey, 60 grams of taco cream of rice from the Pride Foods. This stuff is so fucking good. And then 100 grams of pineapple. And I'm gonna throw on some of this bearded dragon hot sauce. So I'm gonna throw this back and then do a little bit of posing and check back in with you guys for meal 5. This is my favorite meal of the day, so I can't wait to eat this. So I have a confession to make, guys. I think when I said my post-workout meal is my favorite, I might have lied. It's a tie. It might be a tie. So meal 5, what I have right here, might be my favorite because, as I said earlier, my hunger during this rebound is ridiculous. And this meal is very filling, it's voluminous, and it's lower in the calories. So let me show you exactly what I'm having. Look at all that color on that plate. So as far as the protein source right here, these are actually pork carnitas. Now, I usually don't eat these, but I did get them just to kind of change up from away from the steak that I typically have. And it's almost identical macros to the steak. It's a little different in terms of the micronutrient profile. So I have 200 grams of that pork carnitas right there. And then over here, these are not sweet potatoes. This is actually butternut squash. The reason I like this is because all of this right here you're seeing is 30 grams of carbs. That's it. It's very voluminous, it's very filling. And these are actually packed with micronutrients like a lot of potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, vitamin C. So it's a lot better in terms of micronutrient compared to something like jasmine rice. So I'm trying to incorporate more micronutrient-dense foods into my diet. Over here, we just got some mixed veggies. Right there, some peppers, some asparagus, some onion, some mushroom. And then, I had to do this, guys, fried up some tomato. If you've never done that before, I know it might not look that appealing, but it is so good. I'm telling you right now. All right, guys, it's just before midnight. Meal 6 is on deck. Let me show you what I'm having for this. So I'm having 14 ounces of egg whites with these. I don't think you're gonna be able to see them, but there's these Mediterranean veggies in there from Aldi. Super good. And I actually have a piece of cheese in there. This Chipotle cheddar cheese. So I made like an egg white omelet, right? And this cheese is only 90 calories. It's 7 grams of fat. So I was having 2 whole eggs in there during prep, which is 10 grams of fat. So it's a little bit less fat, but the melted cheese in there, guys, is a craving killer. Speaking of cravings, I'm gonna wake up overnight and I'm gonna be hungry. That's just inevitable during a rebound. So something else I did was prepared myself. I made some protein ice cream that I stick in the freezer. So when I wake up, I'm gonna eat this and I'm not gonna binge my whole fridge, because trust me when I tell you, competitors post-show, that is almost inevitable. So you're gonna wake up, you're gonna be hungry, but you gotta be prepared. So I wanna thank you guys for tuning into this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, because I'm gonna bring you a ton of fitness content, full days of eating, training videos, tips, everything in between. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and I will see you guys in that next video.